First of all, I welcome all the participants and the audience who are here. Today I'm going to present my webinar will be, it's a mix of collection. I have included all the collection of museums of Gujarat. I am not going to talk about a single topic or single painting about or sculptures. Uh, as you all know, all aware, we have almost 19 museums in Gujarat which are in running condition. So I have taken few collection from all the 19 museum and I am going to present in through webinar. This series of webinar we have started when during the pandemic, the people they were unable to come to the museum. So we thought how we should serve to the society. So we were just thinking and we were discussing what we should do. So suddenly it came to in our mind we should start the museum at your footstep. So this is the tagline which we have used for the webinar, and I will also thankful to our earlier additional chief secretary, Mr. C.V. Som. This is his vision. He always directed us you should start this such kind of webinar. He supported us. So that is why today we are here and I am also presenting in this webinar. So in Gujarat, you all know Bhuj is the oldest museum, but I am going to show you the collection from the Baroda Museum and Picture Gallery because we have the Baroda Museum and Picture Gallery is a very large museum. We have we have almost 14 galleries over there and we have different sections. So I will start my presentation from Baroda Museum and Picture Gallery. And first I will start from the European section because that is the beautiful collection of the paintings we have in Baroda Museum and Picture Gallery. Yeah. So just give me a moment. I'll share my screen. From you, I'll share the presentation. Is this visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay. So this is the first painting I have chosen. So as you know, we are last pandemic season was there and we were so much afraid about the corona. So title of this painting is also Corona. So see the beauty of this painting. So this is not look like I shouldn't say this is so much डरावनी and हम सबको इससे डरना चाहिए. This is so beautiful painting is there. And title of this painting is Corona. This Corona, she herself was a very good artist. And she painted a flower of merchant. She painted her famous painting is a flower merchant painting. And her husband, he himself was a very good artist, Charles Edward Perguni. So she is the wife of Charles Edward Perguni. So she was so beautiful. So Charles he himself painted this lady and given the title of Corona. So Corona means the expression of coronation, of an expression of crowning. So you can look at her eyes, in her eyes, the artist painted so beautifully. Look at the frills of the cloth where you feel this is the completely effect of the silk you will feel. You will also see effect of the thread you will find with the oil painting colors. So this is the first painting and this is the very important painting in Baroda Museum and Picture Gallery. While Corona was going on, 2 to 3 newspaper they have published this painting with this title one side we are afraid with the Corona, but the other side the Corona is such a beautiful painting in the Baroda Museum and Picture Gallery. So this is the second painting from the Baroda Museum and Picture Gallery. Two ladies feeding ducks in a garden. So this is from the Spain school from 19th century, and this is painted by Jacqueline Agroste Juan. So Baroda Museum and Picture Gallery, we have the largest collection of European painting. If you will visit the Baroda Museum, you will find like three section in three rooms. It is completely a, you can say, like replica of the European painting, but nowadays the replica become the antiques. This is another very important painting of Catherine Braganza. So this belongs to Spanish school, and very good story is there behind this Braganza's painting. So it is said like this Catherine Braganza. This is painted by Dick Stoop, and she married to. She was the sister of King Alfonso VI from Portugal, and she married in 1663 from Charles II. So during her wedding, Charles, like King of England, he got like 5 lakhs pound in dowry and the island of Mumbai. So it was given in dowry to King of England. So that is the behind story behind that, and it is said like when she went to the England, so first time she wore this black gown, and the crown is showing like she is going to be queen very soon. So all these stories is there behind this. So this is the Catherine Braganza, very famous painting in Baroda Museum and Picture Gallery. This is again garland flowers from Daniel. So this is painted by Daniel Shagers, and this is like all the flowers are very bright. Earlier, it is not visible this painting, but I think before last year, we have cleaned each and every painting with the help of our conservator, with the help of the other team members of the museum. And we have also given the proper light effect to the each and every painting, which is displayed over there. So now the painting, you will see the beauty of the painting. It is clearly visible over there. This is a Holy Family where you can see Madonna with child, Virgin and Child. So this is again painted during the 19th century by Italian artist. So these are the few paintings I am showing you from the collection of Baroda Museum and Picture Gallery. So these are the like copy of the master artist, but the artist who copied the master artist, it's also become nowadays the antiquity, because these replicas were made during, I think, almost 100 and 150 years ago. This is a market scene. It's a Italian school. In these paintings, you can see the like light effect, the color composition, the color scheme, the compositions. So skill of the artist is clearly visible in these paintings. This is the interior of a cathedral church. Apart from the European artists, we have the paintings of the contemporary Indian artist also. This is the Chuktai's painting. This one is the Flame of Love. So Chuktai generally worked with the watercolor and in the gouache technique. Then this painting is again from the Fiaz Rahmani, where you can see like on the ground Krishna's portrait is there, and one like three women are there sitting, but two girls, they are looking at the Krishna's portrait. So title of this painting is Krishna's portrait. So this is about the Jyoti Bhatt, this painting like Monument of Face. Title is given the Monument of Face, but whatever going in our mind. So many things goes into the mind at the same times. So to represent that, this painting was created. So all these are from the Baroda Museum and Picture Galleries collection. This is Jamini Rai, a tempera painting, Gopini. Boats and Brays. What this is again oil painting by Heather Raza. So these are very prominent Indian contemporary artists. This is by Chhaganlal Yadav. Chhaganlal Yadav, he was like during the Mahatma Gandhi's time, he was a very prominent artist. He made so many drawings and he went for Dandi March also with Gandhiji. And he tried to capture each and every moment of Dandi March. So recently we have organized an exhibition of the drawings of Chhaganlal Yadav. So this is one watercolor painting we had in our collection also at Baroda Museum and Picture Gallery. This is again very important. This is known as the Hamza Nama. So Hamza Nama was painted during the reign of Akbar, and these are the different stories of Amir Hamza, which were commissioned by Akbar. So in this, like these paintings are in 14 to 17 volumes, and almost 1400 paintings are painted in Hamzanama. So like Akbar, he was very fond of painting. He also commissioned the painting of Razmunama. Razmunama is the Persian translation of Mahabharata and Ramayana. So that is also very famous painting during the reign of Akbar, and this is another Hamzanama. So only one folio we have in Baroda Museum and Picture Gallery. So this is from the 16th century. This was painted during 1550 to 1570. You all must know about the Vigyapni Patra. So this is a Vigyapni Patra. Vigyapni Patra is generally like this is when you are inviting Jain monks, so you are writing them. So these also is many times there are like Chaturmas in the uh, Jain. They are following like 4 season where they are traveling. They are going from one place to another place. So at that time, so many like rulers they used to invite the monks like during this Chaturmas. You come to our place. You stay here for 4 months. So these are the stories behind that. So in these Vigyapni Patra, like rulers, they are describing like the social condition of their state, political condition, economic condition. So these covers so many. If you want to understand like particular time period, like what was the condition of a particular state, if you will read the Vigyapni Patra, you will be able to understand like what was the condition of that particular state at that time. So this is a gong made of with sandalwood. This is from Burma. Uh, this Baroda Museum and Picture Gallery was started by Sayaji Rao Gaikwad too. And he established a gallery over there that is called the Industrial Art Section because he want to make the local public self-sustainable. He also created Chinese gallery over there, Japanese gallery there, Burmese gallery, Indian art section, Greater Indian section over there because it was his vision to give the to like display the art and craft of entire world in front of the public so they can understand about the art and craft of the entire world and they can also learn about that. So that is why he brought the collection from all over the world and he given them space in the Baroda Museum and Picture Gallery and started that museum for the public. With that vision, it was the first museum in Gujarat which was started with the vision to make the public self-sustainable. And building of the Baroda Museum was also started. It is the museum. It is the building which was like specially designed for the museum purpose. This is mummy in India. Only in the 4 to 5 places we have mummy, and this belongs to 1500 to 1600 BCE. This is from Cairo, from Egypt. So this is also brought by Sayaji Rao Gaikwad. This is like in many states, they have like different kind of festival, water festivals. In Jaipur also such kind of tradition in there. In Delhi also they have. So this is a replica of a boat which was used by Sirajud-Dowla. Sirajud-Dowla, he was the Nawab of Bengal during the 18th century. So the boat is made in a peacock shape. So that is why this boat is called as Mayur Pankhi or More Pankhi boat. So there you can see like 9, 10 people they are sitting in a Moorpankhi boat. So this is just representing the like original boat, replica of the original boat of Sirajuddin Daulah, and this is made of with ivory. These are very interesting. These are the Pandan, and this is from the collection of Junagadh Museum, because Nawab, they were the Shawkeens, and that is why these are like different kind of pandans where they used to store the pan which they have after the lunch or dinner. So this is all made of with pure silver, German silver and silver. This is a percussion cap gun is there. Actually, this is the uh, if we'll talk about the history of the gun, this is, I used to say, this is the third stage of the gun, because earlier there was the matchlock gun was there, and after the matchlock flintlock gun was there, and this is the third percussion cap gun was there. So in the percussion cap, you can, in the like flint this matchlock gun, they have thread over the like where this trigger is there, because I do not have right now sketches, so it would be slightly difficult to explain you. But I can show you, if you can see the this cap where uh, this one cap is there. If you push the trigger, it is coming down on this knob. So there they used to fit a KMNO4 cap. So that is why it is in a Hindi and Persian, it is known as Topidar Banduk, because cap is there, and cap, inside the cap you will have to fill the KMNO4. So if you will push the trigger, KMNO4, this cap will come down on this what I should call, on this nozzle, and there would be like always gunpowder is there. So due to that ignition, like fire will happen. So this is the functioning system. So as per the functioning of the cannons, we can divide into three categories: matchlock guns, flintlock. In the flintlock gun, generally earlier they were using the flintstone, and in the matchlock gun they were using the cotton thread for the ignition purpose. This is again from the Junagadh. This is a copper plate, and this copper plate is like it is written in Brahmi script. So in Gujarat, so many museums we have such kind of copper plates, which is describing. Sometimes these are related to the revenue records. Most of them are the revenue records, and sometimes they are also describing about the condition of the particular state. This is a bhuj. This is called bhuj, and sometimes in the handle of the bhuj, there they have the hidden weapon, which is called the gupti also. So on the handle of this bhuj, you can see the elephant face is like created, and on the handle golden work is done, which is called the koft work. And the blade of the bhuj is made of with the Damascus steel. Easily watermarks are visible on the Damascus steel. This is the very good example from the Junagadh Museum. This is called the felicitation letter holder, सम्मान पत्र box जिसको कह सकते हैं. So this is made of silver. तो पहले जैसे या तो राजा लोगों का पब्लिक सम्मान करती थी, या पब्लिक अगर किसी का सम्मान कर रही है, पब्लिक राजा का सम्मान कर रही है, या राजा पब्लिक का सम्मान कर रही है, तो जो भी फेलिसिटेशन सर्टिफिकेट्स होते थे वो एक तरह के डेकोरेटिव बॉक्स में रख के दिए जाते थे. So these are the felicitation boxes. So this Junagadh Museum, they have very good collection, because Nawab, they used to do the Samman also, and they have received Samman from the local public also many times. This is another felicitation box holder. You can see inside how they have kept the Samman Patra. They have rolled it, and there is a bar. On that bar, they have rolled the Samman Patra, and they have kept in that box. This is a embroidery work from Junagadh. So this is most probably for the maybe for a cushion cover, or maybe from the Shamiana. This is again from the Junagadh. This is a tapestry generally from Junagadh. So multi-purpose uses are there for this tapestry. This is a wooden carved, very good, wooden idol of goddess Kalika. So Ashtabhuja Kalika is shown. All the 8 hands are not clearly visible as damaged, few of the hands, but she is holding the weapons in all her hands. So this is the example of Ashtabhuja Kali. And this is a very interesting sculpture made of it brass, where Shiva and Parvati is there. So 400 Shiva is there. So Shiva holding Trishula, Shankha, and Varad Mudra. He is sitting in Varad Mudra. And on his left thigh, Parvati, she is sitting. She is holding a pot. And both the side of Shiva and Parvati, beautiful images of Ganai shown. At the bottom, you can easily see Nandiji is there. On the Nandijis, they are sitting. Like Shiva and Parvati, they are sitting over there. So in Salarjung Museum, clock is very famous. So that is again Nawab's collection. Here also in Junagadh, we have so many beautiful clock from Nawab's collection, because the entire collection of Junagadh Museum belongs to the Nawab of Junagadh. So this is one of the very finest clock we have there in Junagadh. This is made of with marble and gold. In Junagadh Museum, we have a very fine collection of furniture also. So here I have hardly selected 1 or 2 pieces from the furniture. This is the made of with teak wood. Sometimes they are also made of with अखरोट का जो लकड़ी होता है उससे भी बनाते हैं, काफी फाइन वर्क होता है. तो एक्चुअली जो भी सराउंडिंग एरिया में जो देखते हैं वो सभी चीजें यहाँ रिप्रेजेंट की गई है. जनरली इस फर्नीचर में पूरा फ्लोरल डेकोरेशन and parrots वगैरह पूरे parrots and few local birds they have carved in this. This is a screen. So this is again very fine example of the wooden. So intricate carving is done on this also. Now we are at the Bhuj Museum. So Bhuj Museum is very famous for the archaeological specimens. This is Bhuj Museum is the oldest museum in Gujarat. It was constructed or it was converted into the museum in 1884. Earlier, there during this time, during the 1884 or during the, I must say, during the late 19th century, all the princely state, they have like school of art. The tradition was there to open the museum. If you will see the history of the museum, you will find like many museums, they have started during the time of from 1875 to 1900. So this Bhuj Museum was also started in the year 1884. And this building was earlier was used as a school of art. So many collection from the school of art were also displayed there in this museum. But later on, they have found so many archaeological specimens also there in the Bhuj and surrounding areas in the Kutch. So they have shifted those collection in the Bhuj Museum. So this is one of the Palia from 13th century, where in Devanagari script, some inscription is there. It is, we haven't deciphered yet. Then we have so many Kshatrapa inscription also over there. I have included hardly 2 to 3 Kshatrapa inscription. So these are from the Kutch. These belongs to 1st century. Like all the inscriptions which are there in the Kharosti language and Brahmi lipis, they are from the 1st century. This is another inscription from Bhuj. This is one more inscription from Bhuj. Then Bhuj is also famous for textile. So this is a cushion cover, or so this is generally intricate floral design motifs are there. So they also have the mirror work over there. So this is very fine embroidery work. This is also called the Kutchi work. And this is the Arti Bharat. Ari Bharat, sorry. Ari Bharat is again like when you are doing embroidery with the filling, like you can see so much filling work is done in the embroidery work, leaves and floral motifs. pots, everything is filled with the silk thread. So this is again very typical Kutch embroidery work. Example of Kutch work. This is a Aravat made of with wood. So this is one of the very finest example from the Bhuj Museum. This might be made when this Bhuj Museum was the School of Art. This is a Buddha in a standing position. This is from the 6th and 7th century. This is a very beautiful crown which we have in the Bhuj Museum collection. So this is found in the Narayan Sarovar during the 18th century. The workmanship seems to be done in somewhere in Jaipur. Maybe I am wrong. I am only assuming this because I have seen so many such kind of work in Jaipur where such kind of this Kundan kind of Jadau work is done in Jaipur because Jaipur is known for that. And during the 18th century, such kind of work was done in the Jaipur. And when I've seen first time in this crown, this is my assumption that maybe some actually still in uh, Sanatan Dharma or Hindu mythology, we have tradition. So many times, if we are offering something, so we are going to we are going to riverside or maybe we are going to seaside. So there we can offer something to the god. So this kind crown, maybe it was offered to crown because it was found near the Narayan Sarovar. So maybe someone they have offered to Narayana, so they have created such kind of crown and they have offered to the Lord Narayan or Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu. Then these are the very famous seals, which is the Harappan seals, Indus Valley from Indus Valley civilization. So these are the three seals we have in Bhuj, which is very famous. Now I am talking about the Dharampur Museum. Dharampur is a tribal museum. But Dharampur Museum has a very beautiful collection of Ragmala paintings. Actually, Ragmala paintings, total 5 ragas are there. Every raga has a 5 raginis, which is 5 wives, which is called raginis. And every ragas has a 8 sons, which are the sub ragas. So Vijay Dev, he himself had like Vijay Dev, he was the ruler of Dharampur. He had a very good interest in music. So he invited M.B. Sawant. He was the student of J.J. School of Art during the 19th century. So he commissioned him and he asked him to paint the Rag Ragini painting. So he painted Rag Ragini painting in the oil painting. So have not seen so many examples of the Rag Ragini paintings in the oil, because earliest example we are finding in the Kalp Sutra, Rag Ragini's painting in the 15th century. Then the second finest example of Rag Ragini painting we are finding in Chunar, that is from the 16th century. But these were all in the miniature painting style. But in Dharampur, you will find one set of the complete Rag Ragini in the miniature painting style and two Raga. One is the Rag Bhairav and another is the Shri Rag. These two rags with their 5 raginis, they have painted in oil painting. So once I was reading about this painting, who painted this and why this were painting. So Vijay Dev, he created Sangeet Bhava. There is a book on music that is called the Sangeet Bhava. So he has created 2 volumes on these ragas. He want to make a single volume on single raga. So that is why he completed 2 ragas. But after that, maybe what was the situation over there, he couldn't commission further. But we have complete set of these 2 ragas, Ragini Bhairav and Rakshi over there. So few example of Rag Raginis in the oil painting you can see, and 1 or 2 Raginis in the miniature also I have included. This is the Rag Bhairava. This is Ragini Nattika. This is again in Bundi style, Bundi school this painting is. This is Shri Rag. This is again Bundi school. This is Ragini Gauri, Ragini Toddy. So these Raginis were from the late, matlab mid 19th century or late 19th century. So this is again the beautiful veena from the Vijay Dev's collection. These are the musical instruments from Dharampur, flutes. This is the very beautiful this veena. Actually, I think from the 18th century and 19th century, such kind of veenas were in tradition, because the same veena, the Pratap Singh Ji, the ruler of Jaipur, he also used to have. Then this is the very fine collection from the Dharampur collection, where this is made of with ivory, where Vishnu on Sheshashai Vishnu on Sheshnag, and ब्रह्मा जी उनके नाभि कमल से निकलते हुए प्रकट होते हुए ब्रह्मा जी की उत्पत्ति को पूरा दिखाया गया है. So this is a very fine sculpture from Dharampur Museum. So now we are at the Jamnagar. So Jamshi Rawalji's, this is painting from the again from the this painting is from 18th century, but Rawalji's ruling time period was the 16th century. This is very famous painting is the Bhuchar Mori. This is the battle between the Sataji and Mughals. So Jam Sataji and Mughals from the 16th century. So this painting was painted during the 18th century, but this is one of the very important and famous paintings. So still local people of Jamnagar, they are coming only to see this painting, because details is shown in this painting. This is only a part of the painting. This is very large painting, where complete battle scene is shown in the Jamnagar. In the battle scene is shown on the paper. This is again Vaughan and Shepherd, very famous photographer. They, like so many princely states, they have commissioned them, and Jamnagar also commissioned them during the 1872 to 1933. So they also invented this painted photograph technique. First they were making the black and white photographs, then there were the photographic color were also. So they were painting the photographs. So this is a portrait of Jamshi Ranjit Singh Ji, a painted photograph of Jam Ranjit Singh Ji. So this is again photographed by Vaughan and Shepherd from 19th century. So this is the copper plate inscription. Now we are at the Sri Sthal Museum. So this is a Sri Sthal is a place which is very famous for the Matrushraddha. So if anybody, like so many people, they are coming there, we have a Bindu Sarovar. So Bindu Sarovar is famous for the Matrushraddha. So this copper plate is from the Pratihara king Nagabhatta II, and this is from the 1872. These are the few silver ornaments from the Shishthal Museum. This is a very beautiful sculpture from Shisthala Museum. So this is made of with black marble, and this is found over there. In the Shristhal itself, this was found. So this we have a very good collection of this sculptures collection over there in the Shristhala Museum. This is a necklace. This is a Pithora painting from Chota Udaipur. So Chota Udaipur is a tribal museum where so many tribes are there. They are still like Ratwa community. They are still making such kind of community. So are depicting different stories. So many times these are the very large panels, and this is not the work of a single man. So many artists, like one artist is making from one side, another artist is starting work from the another end. So they both are they have the communications. So maybe through the songs, maybe through some kind of language they are delivering, and they are communicating what they are painting. So one side easily you can see the difference between one side and the other side. So this is the work of two artists, that is why. And in the same way, like Matani Mud also, it is very famous from Saurashtra side. So they also the artists. It is also like painted by the group of artists. So this is a bowl from the Chota Udaipur. This is a, I should what non-stick cookware. This is. Then we have like beetle nut cutters also, very good in the. This is from the Barton Museum. So Barton Museum also have a very good collection, but only we have included the beetle nut cutter from their collection. This is like this is the erotic art, but like people they are also showing like beetle nut cutter also they are showing the erotic art at that time during the 18th and 19th century. Like paintings were painted with this. Sculptures are also made during the like 6th century, 7th centuries. But this is very fine example where like they have used the erotic art in the beetle nut cutter also. This is from the Saputara. Again, there is a tribals are there, so they are making the different kind of mask. Very fine example of like local art and craft. So you can see Narad is there, Hanuman is there, Ravana face mask is there, Jatayu is there. So they are also doing the such kind of uh, performing such kind of act also like Ramayana they are performing. Sometimes they are also like performing the different episodes of the Mahabharata, and they are also performing the different stories of local heroes. So whenever they are performing they are using such kind of masks. These masks are made of with paper mache, and in Saputara Museum we have a very good collection of such kind of masks. This is again from the Saputara Museum. You can see the ornaments with the solid silver. These are for the storage purpose. This is made of with clay. And these are the very good, I should say, like objects to store the grains. And this is a small, like clay wheel, which is to grind the uh, grains. So this is all. I think I haven't taken your so much of time.
Make sure you like, share, and follow us at Museums of Gujarat on Facebook and YouTube. And remember to press the notification button on YouTube to be notified whenever we post a new video.